But we're actually quite good now with just like going down and just talking. Just sitting just walking away from the desk. I think that's what I gotta know, Joyce, what is Datuk Rohana like to interview? I mean, every time I see her, whether it's interviews or like awards, she comes across as like really, really massively composed. But at this time, right, Astro is in a very interesting place in their evolution. So when you met her, what was your impression of her?
I think she was very frank, very candid. I think she was very, she's very direct.
Okay, that's a good
thing. You can tell that she knows what she wants. There's no she's very direct. We thought that the interview, she shared a lot more than what we expected her to share. And the interview actually ran longer than it was. Yeah, but it was good. It was good chatting with her. She knows what she wants, and she was very direct and no nonsense.
I read your entire story and I agree with some parts of it about the fundamental shift. Personally, I think that part of it is forced, but part of it, as she said in the interview, they already had prepared. I mean, because she said people look at Astro, they think, oh, we're just a pay TV company, but we're more than that. That's what she clarifies, right?
Yeah.
But now they're really in a position where they're being forced, because you're not just talking about the Netflixes and iFlixes of the world. You are talking about the OTT boxes, the illegal and legal guys.
I mean,
what did she say when you confronted her with this?
We asked her about the threat, like what does she see about the current disruption. You know, the landscape has changed so much since they started like 21 years ago, and she said, and we asked about the OTT players, of course, like the Netflixes, the iFlixes, and of course the local players also came in, like we have Dim Sum, Stars Dim Sum, Media Primus, Tonton. But you know, she says, she acknowledges that the competition has gone onto a global scale. It's a global platform right now. It's no longer just local, okay, which is true. The high barriers of entry for Astro is gone already, right? Yeah. Yep. So she said, but actually to her, a bigger threat is piracy. You know, like why? Because piracy, she thinks is a bigger threat than these newer players in the market. And when I spoke to media analysts, they pointed out that they too think that piracy is a big thing. Like one of them shared with me, you can walk into a digital mall, buy like an Android box for 600 one-off, you pay one-off, 300 installation, 300 for the box, and that's it. Yeah. And you never have to pay a fee anywhere more in your life. So the funny thing about this is, it's a double-edged sword that our broadband speeds have gotten higher. Because it's now that because we have high broadband speeds, Astro is able to give all these digital offerings. They're Astro on the go, all the other stuff. They're also going to OTT. Exactly. Yes. So they are allowed to do this, but at the same time, it allows the illegal guys that leeway. Because right now, nobody needs to download anymore, nobody needs to keep anymore. All you need is this box, and all you do is stream. Yes. You know, so how on earth are you going to fight with something like that? You know? Yeah, that's why I think they have to evolve fast. That's why she acknowledges that, you know, they have to pace up. I mean, I think even OTT players have mentioned at seminars that piracy is a big threat to them as well, because these are the legitimate OTT players. They are the ones, I mean, like Astro, they pay for content, and content's not cheap. Of course. Yeah, and then, you know, so they acknowledge that, but at the end of the day, I mean, as a user, I guess they have to bank on the fact that they have to make it easy for a user to to use their platform. Like Astro has to make it easy for users to use their platform. OTT players have to make it easy for users to use their platform, so that they won't go out and look for a pirated way of getting content. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. But you know what this is reminding me of? It's reminding me of the late 90s, early 2000s when Napster came up. Remember when Napster came up and everybody called it the death of the music industry? Yeah, but it didn't, right? No, but it didn't. But it did change everything. I think these illegal OTT players will go the same way. Whether or not Astro is going to be quick enough to pick it up. I mean, like, is that the impression she gave, that they're doing enough? They're definitely trying. I mean, she says that they're defending their household turf, and they are building on their individual base. They're doing things like going into OTT. They started Astro on the Go in 2012, and they revamped that and called it Astro Go a couple of weeks ago. But they're going into that. They're looking at using technology to understand their customers, and from there see what their customers are viewing and push the right content to the customers, make sure they buy the right content for customers. You know, that's why another thing that they shared with us was their digital plan. They plan to make Astro 75%, digitalize Astro by 75% by end of FY 2018 January. So there are a lot of things that they want to do to make sure to future-proof Astro in a way.
The future-proofing, but what do the analysts say?
They said that it's good that Astro acknowledges this, that they're doing things like, for example, going to OTT and all that. They have to suck up the pain now and deal with it now than to wait. Because the analysts are saying, yeah, maybe they'll be around. If they don't do anything, sit still and don't do anything, they'll probably be around 10, 20 years best. But they have to evolve, and from that to ensure that they continue being around and having that lead. Because if they don't do anything, who knows?
For more on the stories, pick up a copy of The Edge Weekly at all good newsstands.